It's a beautiful rainy day here at my house, so I figured what a better day to make a video. Ask and you shall receive. A good friend of mine said after watching my chicken noodle soup video, try an Instapot. They're worth their weight in gold. So I did. I went and bought one. And then another friend of mine said, hey, why don't you post an Instapot recipe or two? So I'm gonna. Today, we're gonna make stew in the Instapot. Let's go cook some good. Now to cut up our onions. I had recently received a Lansky sharpening system. Went through and redid all my kitchen knives. They're wicked sharp, and it's so nice having a sharp knife when you're cutting up veggies. Be careful. Watch your fingers. And we're going to get a nice fine dice on these onions. You can cut them as big as you want to. So that's one small red onion, 2 carrots, skinned, washed. Cut them on the bias, of course, just to be pretty. I cut them a little bit larger for this stew because I wanted some nice meaty chunks of carrot. You can cut them thick, thin. They all cook the same and they all taste delicious. There's my son making an appearance. Quick shout out to Aiden for that pop in the video. Now I got some balsamic vinegar. I'm trying something a little different and it turns out amazing. So there's 1, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar just to add that tang. Now we're going to combine all our ingredients in the Instapot. Pound and a half stew meat. That's more like a pound and a half. Because we're fluffy. We love it. I know, organization. Act like I walk all the way across the kitchen. Kosher salt. Lightly. Because the beef stock's going to have salt in it. Black pepper. Lightly. Because we're going to add some garlic pepper too. Smoked paprika. That stuff's awesome. I ordered that off of Amazon. Big old bottle. Dirt cheap. Goes in several things. Smells amazing. Tastes amazing. Another fine ingredient I use in a lot of things. Kingsford garlic and herb. Goes on several different cuts of meat. Several different recipes. It's great. You should pick some up from HEB and try it. Like I said, garlic pepper. That comes from the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. It's dirt cheap. It's awesome. Perfect mixture. I tried some other garlic pepper and didn't like it as much as I did that one. Now for our 2 tablespoons, maybe 3, depends on what your preference, minced garlic. I didn't have any fresh, or else I'd have pressed fresh into it. Balsamic vinegar. And I said 2, but there's really 3. I'll correct myself. 3 bay leaves. Some thyme and dried minced onions. to go in there because the minced onions give it a little bit more flavor. Our carrots and red onions. Now I got about halfway through the pressure cooking and I thought, oh, potatoes. So on the stove I boiled some potatoes down to a medium soft where I liked them. Drained them, mixed in butter, garlic and pepper, a little bit of salt, and poured the stew over the top of it. It turned out awesome. 2 cups of beef stock. Now we're going to mix this together a little bit to incorporate. We're going to put the lid on it. We're going to set it to manual, high pressure for 20 minutes. It's going to take longer than 20 minutes for it to come to and then start pressure cooking. But when the machine beeps, it's done. It's delicious. Put it over your potatoes. Cook your potatoes in it. Oh, that looks good. Make sure your vent's on seal. Now that everything's sealed and cooking, I'm going to make up a cornstarch roux to thicken my sauce. After a quick release and it's done, I'm going to stir that in, let it thicken up, pour it over my potatoes, and eat. And when it's done, it comes out amazing with some green onions. As usual, like and sub, question and comment. Hit me up again.